my camera has brought me into the craziest situations ever. I always say it, camera will get you the best seats in the house for anything that you have a passion for, whether it's on the court for, you know, seeing Kobe win every championship, whether it's in the photo pit, a turnstile show, or whether it's the bottom of Hollywood 16. If you got front row seats, you have the best access. Yeah, I'm just a kid from Colorado. What is this situations? And that's all my camera. It's sad to say, like, I've shot millions of photos, but there is only a handful of people will remember you for. And that's why I laugh about photographers with egos and everybody with an ego. It's really hard to create a photo that will resonate with people over time. And I know this with doing photo shows and, you know, photo shirts and stuff. Like, what do people really want? And a lot of times it's really just a Reynolds frontside flip with a bunch of kids and Tyshawn kickflip the train track. You know, those are, you know, there's a million other photos that I have shot, but when you really think about it, those are probably the two.
Stomp that yard, Doug.
I'm so honored to still to work for Thrasher and still be in skateboarding magazine world. You know, Thrasher was my biggest competitor for many years. To go to them it's just been so cool. I mean, they're the best people I've ever worked for. I think it's been 8 years now. It's been great. And every time I get an issue and I'm lucky to have a photo in it, I'm just blown away as a kid, because I think going from working from Transworld to doing the Skateboard Mag, there was a little bit of that little kid lost once you're doing your own thing. And there's always a nostalgia for me to see my photos printed in a magazine that I looked at as a kid. So there's a lot of great magazines that have come in that time, but to keep that legacy going, it's mind-blowing to me. It's really, 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 really crazy. But they've always stuck to exactly who they are, and that's what's, you know, made them great. Heritage you can't buy, and they have heritage. I always say that with these certain brands in skateboarding. Vans has an amazing heritage. Like, it is unbelievable, and Thrasher has that too. So it's great to be with both of them. Now that I'm older, my advice to anyone younger is things aren't going to stay the same, and you have to enjoy them in the moment. In some ways, I think we all took print for granted and thought it was going to be there forever, and you're still seeing newsstands close and bookstores close, and it's really, really, really sad. And I think there is something there. I think that's why we're seeing a resurgence of records, you know, vinyl. You're seeing a resurgence of cassette tapes. You're going to see a resurgence of CDs. You're going to see a resurgence of DVDs and VHS. It's going to happen. Now, will it sell as much as streaming? No. But it's going to be there. The Skateboard Mag is when I saw that shift, and it had sold, and it wasn't the same for me. So I left the Skateboard Mag, and then I had just had a conversation with Tony and them at Thrasher, just like, hey, I'll just contribute photos, you know. For me, I'm lucky to have a commercial side to really help me make money. You know, skateboarding doesn't pay a ton, and so I've always been lucky to be a commercial photographer. So for me, I just shoot the skateboarding for the love. You know, I'm lucky to be a staff photographer for Thrasher, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it was 2017 is when I started working at Thrasher. So I think it's like 2015, because you really saw Thrasher be smart about their website, and that's the snowball happened. And you're like, oh, they're becoming huge.
Jeremy Ray's Sports Arena triple set ollie. I mean, the light is pretty flat. It's black and white. You know, I actually like it a lot. I like the way the third set is lit with available light. But what I really like is the angle that I was able to shoot it at, because you don't really get to shoot any kind of set of stairs or triple set at a complete side angle, because it really shows the distance of the triple set. I mean, there's a lot of people I know that have wanted to try that, and I mean, it's just the obvious thing that's possible, but only certain people are capable of doing it. That's why I really like that photo.
All my success is being positive and being nice and not being an asshole and not having an ego. Like, that is, you know, I even find myself having a little bit of an ego. Like, no one sees it, and I check myself. Don't be an asshole. Because I think when you have success, your head gets blown up, and we're all control freaks. Once you find success, so many people go, I have this success, so I'm right, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I pull myself back when I feel myself going in that direction, going, there's other perspectives to things. My perspective has worked, but don't just go my way or the highway, you know, which is really hard to do. You know, I think skaters were just ingrained to be control freaks because we had to figure out how to make the skateboard do this trick. I know what I'm doing. I know if I treat the world like a kickflip, I'll be able to figure it out, which is, you know, very true. But I think just having no ego and staying positive is all my success. Hard work too, you know, like taking advantage of situations and going, hey, I could be like, oh, I don't feel like shooting today. No, if someone calls you, go shoot. You know, don't shoot it because of who they are. Shoot it because you want to go shoot. You know, I never wanted to be the person that they're like, he changed to. I look at people I know that have done that, and I'm like, that's so whack to me. It's like people who don't have pride from where they're from. I mean, that's the sports thing that a lot of people, you know, I've lived out here since '95, but I'll never forget my Colorado roots. Like, I'll never, like, when people are like, where are you from? I'm like, Colorado, you know. Sometimes I'll say LA if I don't want to have a long conversation with someone and go, well, I've been out here since '95, but it's always like, if we want to dig in, I'm like, yeah, I'm from Manitou Springs, a small town outside of Colorado Springs. I'll always be that dude wearing a Dodger hat, you know. I would say Colorado still always shaped me more. There's no way I would be who I was without embracing those crucial years in my life. It's 100% Colorado. Like, I'm the most LA Colorado person you'll meet, but you know, it's the Colorado in me for sure. The way I dress, the way I act, it's all from being that skater in Colorado. That's the person I still am.